Okay, I think it's live now. I'm not sure I want to click that. I mean, I can say I promise to do a morning stream tomorrow, but it's not gonna happen. In fact, I'm probably not gonna stream tomorrow at all because I need to be up relatively early on Saturday to, you know, for finishing up this room remodel. So tomorrow I might not be able to stream at all, unfortunately. But I will stream on at least one of the weekend days. At least one. I love in how many places it says that this module has to be private. I mean, I'll probably end up using the alpha instead. I'm just, for now, I'm just still confused why it's not even working. I mean, listen, the whole morning stream redeem is just a meme. I don't want to get up in the morning. I'm not gonna get up in the morning. It will not happen. It is a meme. It costs so many points because it is a meme to illustrate how little I want to get up early. Hello, Ivan. How are you? Okay, how about we debug the writer here? Maybe that's gonna tell us more. But why do I have to stop it twice? I don't get it. It's like something gets stuck. Have any of you ever seen this before where you have to like stop your application twice? When do I usually get up? Like at 12 to 13. I'm doing great, thank you. Chat up is coming along nicely. I've been focusing on refactoring recently because, like, you know, refactoring is just so much fun. So, here. Okay, we do have data. We do have data. So if we have data... Okay. So why is it not working then? Like, the data is clearly committed. Why can the reader not read it? The first might be a SIGINT, while the second is a SIGHIL. Okay, I'm gonna try something. Cargo run. Control C. It just doesn't shut down for some reason. So Actic shuts down, but NAS doesn't shut down. I wonder whether we can fix this. Handle. I guess the problem is that... the problem is that this future never completes, right? I think we're gonna need like a select here too, right? Hey Chris, how are you? Wasn't there some way for Tokyo Control C, something like that? So I think what we want here is... What is the difference between deploying and releasing? I would say deploying is a subset of releasing. Deploying means putting something up on a server. Releasing means giving people access to that server. Hello, Redis, how are you? So I guess what we want here is... So we need Tokyo Select, right? Do I also face font rendering issues on Nabara? I'm gonna say no, but I also don't... I'm not a person with a lot of visual acuity, so I might just not notice. So what if we do... Can I just do Tokyo Select this one, or Signal Tokyo Signal Control C? Does that work at all? Oh no, Select had like this weird syntax, right? Oh yeah. You happier now? You're still unhappy. Whoa. Okay, I have no idea what that means. What? Fractional scaling is terrible on Wayland Annex 11. I mean, I don't have any fractional scaling, I think, so... that might have something to do with it. How do I do this? Why is this so complicated? Oh my god, I can't even kill it. How do I kill it? How do I force kill something that doesn't okay, hold on. Grep chat server. Kill 928539. Are you dead? You're dead. Good. Okay, so how do we do this? Okay, so we're getting like a million errors. Something is not a future. So what does the pattern even mean? Why is this hard? okay, graceful shutdown, okay. Yeah, Tokyo select, exactly. I mean, realistically, do we not just want to shut down when either of these, I think that's what we really want to do. I don't think this needs to be a join, I think this can just be a select. Am I allowed to do that? Because, like, when the server stops, the other thing also needs to stop anyway. So let's see whether we can do something with that. I don't think there's anything that needs to be cleaned up. I mean, like, dropping everything will still get runs. It's not like there's anything, like, horrendous that can happen. And then this here is... Hold on, how was this before? Why are you so happy? Oh, right, this thing. Okay, seems to work. Seems to work, seems to work. Yeah, exactly. I'm basically just abusing the fact that Actix handles the control C signals. And now if I do stomp, it panics. Oh, because this never gets shut down. Well, that's bad. So how do I shut this down? Like, what? What? What if I manually drop it? I'm not allowed to do this, am I? No, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So this like spawns a future in the drop. Isn't that like really dumb? Cancellation token from Tokyo Util. Oh, so I basically select in thingy. You mean I select in... Oh, where is it? I select here, basically, you mean. But will that even still work? I'm curious, what if I change this to Tokyo main? Does that make any difference at all? I'm gonna add panics immediately. Well, that's better. Hey, Agashi! How are you? I don't know. This is weird. So doing this... I'm gonna try something. If I was to await here... would that also die? Oh, you got some reduction in your workload. Nice. What happened? Okay, so that does work. I wonder why the... I guess because it just starts drop, but... shouldn't the drop here still run in the context of the Tokyo runtime? And why can I do SIGINT if I do it like that? Yeah, why does it work like this? I don't get it. Like, why does it work if I'm only awaiting the handle? I'm incredibly confused. Here you can use a one-shot channel that you send in the drop instead of Tokyo spawn. I'm sorry, Chris, I don't understand what you mean. Can you explain that a bit more, please? Yeah, I remember that, Agashi. You took your stand today and explained the priority, estimated effort, and deadlines and stuff to your tech lead. He helped you distribute the work and took the low priority tasks off you. I'm so proud of you, Agashi. I'm glad you did that. I'm sure he really respected you doing that. Hello, Shorts. The drop info is here. Never, Ivan. It is designed to never be redeemed. He kind of caringly scolded you that you should have told him sooner. Yeah, I think that's true. But it's okay, you know? Like, you learned something new. I mean, you can take it as a challenge, but the truth is, I will make sure that the amount is appropriately chosen, that it can't happen. It is purely a meme redeem. I have no desire to get up early. The problem is I have no idea what to do here. I don't know Tokyo. This is like super Tokyo internal stuff, and what I especially don't understand is why it works if I just await this. But the subscriber struct is not mine. This code here is not mine. Thank you, Agashi. Like, this here is a library. Yeah, I would have thought so too. I was like, wait, why are you doing something async? And this just seems weird. This seems very weird to me. Because drop should drop, not create new stuff, right? Like, I feel like this is a recipe for disaster. And the thing is, with select, it panics upon shutdown because then this no longer works. And with join, this here never finishes. Behemoth, thank you for the follow, how are you? So I don't really know what to do here. Because this doesn't have like a timeout or anything either, right? Oh, there's a poll next. Is that what we want, maybe? Hold on. What is the consumer? The consumer is a async nats consumer. It is true, I'm using KDE. And what do we have? We have, I think we have a poll consumer. Yeah, we do. And then we call... Stream Builder. I mean, what kind of stream is this? This returns... Oh, this is just like a stream... Okay. What are we scripting for? Well, we are working on our chat server, and currently I'm debugging an issue with Tokyo, and I'm kind of out of my depth here, so I'm hoping someone might help me. Because this is just very for some reason, it is, I'm thinking it might just be an issue with how async nats, that library, is written. Because it's doing things that I don't think it should be doing in its drop implementation. What exactly is the issue? Well, like I said, The problem is if I use select, it panics on shutdown because then this here is not able to run. If I use join, then this future never finishes. And I don't know what else I can do. If I introduce a CT to that task and make it finish, would that achieve what I want? I mean, how would that be different from killing it the way I do now, though? Because then I would still have to use select, right? Like, even a cancellation token still uses select, and the problem is if I use select, it dies. I mean, am I able to, like, give this a cancellation token or something? No, of course not. So I don't really know what to use other than select or join, you know? And I also don't understand why it panics. Well, please don't apologize, Behemoth. I'm still happy you're here. Like, I'll show you what happens with the select. If I kill it now, it panics and says it must be called from the context of a Tokyo runtime. Because I guess this function here, finishing, shuts down the runtime. But then this gets run after, on drop. What if I manually run drop? What if I manually run drop state? Or no, drop, what do I need to drop after this? No, it's handle anyway that needs to be, no, does it, what needs to be dropped? Asleep? I mean, I guess we could. Not an amazing, because the candle is also used somewhere else, right? Yeah, it is, okay. What does this return anyway? What if I just put this into a drop? Does that do anything? Does nothing. Oh, it's copy. What does that return anyway? Unit, okay. I mean, I guess. Let's just try it. Tokyo. How do you sleep in Tokyo? It's not a great solution, but if it works for now, it's at least, you know, a solution. Sleep. Tokyo time. Sleep. I don't know. Duration from 1 second, I guess. Let's see whether that makes any difference. Are you a no, why would that make you a douche? You use whatever you enjoy. You know who's a douche? Anyone who tells you you can't use what you enjoy. It still panics. Wait, so when does it even get dropped? It like gets dropped after this, right? Like if I increase the sleep, how does it get dropped after this? Shouldn't it get dropped here? Oh, thank you, Sounds of Tundra. I stream almost every day. Probably not tomorrow of all days because I'm gonna have to get up early on Saturday, but I stream almost every day. It'll drop at the end of May. But shouldn't these two get dropped already when like the select finishes? Thank you for the follow, Sounds of Tundra. I appreciate you. The problem is I can't do that because it's already moved into here. I tried this and the problem is it's already moved. That's the problem. This isn't a borrow, this is a move. And so it should get moved, it should get dropped after this. So I don't understand why drop waits to be executed into. I guess it only runs drop when it's shutting down the runtime. I guess it's like a cache 22. This doesn't get, it doesn't shut this down because select doesn't shut down the other task because it's run on. This is only the join handle. Dropping the join handle does not kill the task. That's the problem. So I guess if we put a select here, that might actually work though. Let's try that. Let's revert everything we had here. Put this back to a join all. Or try join, whatever, same thing. Here. Skip song. Okay, hi Siley. It's possible reanimated. It's possible. Anything really, anything that has you interact with people. So, how do I do this with, which one reanimated? You have to pick one. So how do I turn the stream syntax into, into something we could use with select? Would I ever work at Discord? I think it depends entirely on what the work would be like. I think a lot of Discord's public-facing communication is incredibly cringe, but that doesn't have to say anything about how it's like internally. If it's remote and like the work is fun, the culture is good, the money is good, then why not? How do I write this into a select? Am I allowed? Okay, let's try something. Tokyo select. Yeah, sneaky. I need to actually understand the macro now. Okay. Hold on, is this like, I think I know what we need to do here. Either messages next. Oh, no, messages next? Or Tokyo signal control C. Unexpected and oh yeah, of course. If that works, I'm gonna be so fucking proud of myself. You brilliant human being. Yes, yes, it works. It works. Oh, it works. Oh, I somehow stumbled my way into a solution that works. Hell yeah. This is why we write code right here. This is why we do it. We just spend like 30 minutes being completely confused, and then we're like light bulb, and we just write some completely random code that we only 10% understand, and it works because 10% is good enough. No, it was not a board checker thing, it was a Tokyo thing. Thank you, Redis. Oh, I feel so good now. I'm gonna reward myself with some raspberry soda. Do I believe in the... What does that even mean? What does believing in a product mean? Yeah, I was just making sure that task finished, yeah. Now, I'm so proud of this, like, mapping to none here. Siley, are you, like, drunk or something? Okay, what was I doing before this excursion? Right, we were debugging why fmap doesn't work. Grumpy Pete it is, excellent choice. I still want to debug this fmap thing, but once we figure that out, Grumpy Pete is getting his treat. I like me a bit of silliness. Oh yeah, so it does write the values in here, so... Why does the reader not see it then? Do I drink alcohol? Very rarely. Very, very rarely. Only really like when there's like a good cocktail or something. So somehow the... Okay, hold on. Let's see. Here in the state. Debug. Reader. Group members. I'm just gonna straight up just hardcode the value here just so we can see. Join groups, this one. Is this how you specify it? I forget how you specify, Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah. Should be good enough. Because it should return, values, yeah. It is light gray. I think it's EEE or something, or DDD, something like that. It is, what is it? It's DDD. Why is this none? Okay, something here is really wrong. What if instead of flush I call... Oh, hello? Oh. Not flush, what's the other one called? Refresh. What should you learn after bash scripting in cybersec? Do you specifically want to go deeper into cybersec? Wait, no, it's some. Are you saying flush doesn't... Are you saying flush doesn't work but refresh does? Because that would be strange. Or does this also work? Well, isn't that a bug then, though? That is so unintuitive. Until the first call to refresh. So, you have to call refresh in the beginning. That is very unintuitive. I wonder whether he fixes in the new version. Because that, I mean, I would say that amounts to a bug. What is this? What? Huh? What? What is handle? Wait, this is complete. Okay, I feel like I'm learning in the wrong direction. The more I learn, the less I understand. What about left, right? Does this have like a... Okay, this has a flush and a publish. So are you saying the newest version of this no longer has a flush? This is the wrong thing. Are you saying the newest version of this no longer has a flush? Apparently. That's strange that that was removed. Simplify flush, what, by removing it? Huh. I'm already seeing myself implementing my own thing in left right again. You're interning as... Sorry, what's Soxium? Okay, so basically what that means, before we create it, we also have to publish or refresh. And now it should work, correct? But yeah, Behemoth, tell me a bit more about what you would ultimately like to do. I would love to know about that. Does it work now? It works now. Very good. Excellent. Okay, that's good. Grumpy Pete. Cute. He's so round. Oh, way to give him a treat. Almost forgot. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go give him a treat now. BRB. Hello, it is time to give a treat to the one and only. The one and only. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. Nom, nom, nom. So cute. You're so precious. Baby, precious. So good. Or to be precise, reanimated man. Yeah, you want it, though. You want it. So. Up the. Yeah, I bet the fishing. Hello, down to see us. How are you? Yeah, fishy fed. How long have I had them? In my room, going on a year. So I actually got them from the pond. So the story is that last year, about, in spring to summer, there was a point where I was feeling pretty stressed, kind of getting like somewhat close to burnout, and just took a bit of time off. And so I just happened to sit down with fishies outside of the pond. We have some goldfish and some koi, and I didn't think much of it. It was just kind of like a, you know, take a break, sit down with the fish, feed the fish, and within days they started becoming like really, like, showing me that there was so much there than what colloquialisms give them credit for. You know, like, they are such smart, individual, affectionate creatures. And so when winter started rolling around, I knew I needed something to stave off the months of not getting to spend time with them. And so I had to get an aquarium and get a Grumpy Pete and his friends into it. And it was definitely quite the journey, learning about everything that goes into like having an aquarium, but very worth it, very rewarding. And so this returns a right handle. Interesting. Didn't I see some kind of replace too, though? Oh, it exists as an operation, but not... Wait, there's a test for it? Oh, updates! Oh, updates! Reanimated man, thank you for the sub for 6 months in advance. I really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Wait, why would Pete be pessimistic? You monitored security events and alerts through custom dashboards, analyzed logs, and supported incident detection reporting, and also contributed to improving visibility by tailoring dashboards to highlight key security metrics. Did you enjoy that? And so group members. Okay. That's fine. I think let's do another one now. Does group? Yeah, group has more. I'm like almost committed to making like my own implementation of this, but that doesn't mean we can't use it a bit more for now, because like then the switch over will be relatively trivial. Oh, thank you, Randomated Man. I hope we can chat again soon. I appreciate you. And so how about we move this to here. Group bands. Read handle U64. Wait, how do we model this though? Hey Roger, how are you? So like the next, okay, hold on, I'll do an easier one for now. Like the challenges are easy, the moderators are easy. I guess let's think about it. Philbosta, thank you for the follow, how are you? You have noticed that you've spent more time trying to make a quick menu for your Rust app than the actual app. Yeah, so any type of GUI in Rust is just gonna be painful. And, I mean, ideally you use something that's not Rust for the GUI, and Rust for, like, the actual high-performance stuff. So we need, like, a nested map almost. Which, I mean, is possible. We just have to write our own data structure. I think with our own data structure, that would be perfectly fine. Yeah, Rust compiles to an exe, correct. I mean, you can either... It depends on what kind of app you're writing, right? Like, if you are... I would say, like, Rust is much more... And any kind of, like, Rust-C, all of those are much more, like, back-end languages, you know? So, like, anytime you're doing front-end in them, you're kind of, like, using them for something they're not ideal for. Like, you can, of course, but it's gonna be harder in Rust than in other languages just because it's not what they're made for. Oh my god, no way, it's still 23 degrees outside. That's crazy. Traits are very, very roughly Rust's equivalent to interfaces. Do I have a GitHub? I do. You can use the GitHub command. Interfaces on steroids, exactly. Yeah, I think HTML is like the perfect front-end language at this point. Yeah, so I think we will want something that is like fmap where the values are a map. Because it already kind of is that, it just doesn't expose it. What does that have an exclamation mark? Oh, because it's unsafe. Okay. Whoa, I haven't seen that badge before. That's new. Yeah, chatbot badge apparently. How many of you are already thinking of ways to get that onto your own accounts? So this either resolves to, yeah, because this already uses hashing internally, so... Let's do like one or two more and then start implementing our own data structures. Bit of refactoring first and then a bit of, data structure writing. Because channels and moderators are going to be easy. Those are just, group channels. Read handle U64, U64. And same here. I do like this and then... Yeah, not worth it. Now, You are now group moderators R and moderators. Group ID, user ID. Hey Beef, how are you? And then we want group channels here. This just becomes group channels, insert group ID. GTSY, what does that mean? Go to... I have no idea, I'm sorry. Oh, good to see you. That's so cute. It's good to see you too. Aw. Sorry, I had no idea that that's what that stood for. Man, this new chatbot badge is freaking me out. Writer group channels. Same here, writer group channels. And these are relatively easy. Oh yeah, this needs to be channel group. And then group, event user. Cool. Oh, not yours. I was talking about the new badge that Fossabot now has. Hey, Saigama. No, I'm sorry, Beef. I just didn't know that acronym. It's not your fault. Why is this so green? Oh, this is a to-do. Okay. Okay, so this turns into... reader group channels. Sure, let's start with that, even though it's definitely not what we need. Tell me what you're doing, silly fishy. Filter map. There, that's what we want. And this here literally is actually reader, group moderators, this. I was thinking that too. I wonder, I'm assuming it's just like the really well-known bots that get that though. I would assume. Certifications matter in the cybersec space, that's a shame. What's up with those boards behind me? It is not fully finished. On Saturday... Okay, so, to give you a bit of context, there is, the room remodel is half finished, because the planners fucked up hard, and like half the things just didn't fit together. So, the whole thing just turned into way more work, way more time, way more everything than it was supposed to be. And so, yeah, like, it was supposed to be, like, it was delivered first on, like, the 17th of July. And it's been, like, a huge... Of course, it's something on their side, yeah, but, I mean, it's just taken a while to get fixed. Like, I'm gonna get a refund, a partial refund, and, like, but it's still annoying, you know? Yeah, I'm not paying extra, but it's like, you know, it's just annoying. That's just the only thing. handler reader group moderators contains value. Group ID. And then same thing for this one. Well, it's okay to have some problems, but like I wrote them like an email with a bunch of bullet points, and you know, they have started, you know, like being a lot more honest about what happened. Because the problem is the dude who made all of those mistakes, he made it so you can't really yell at him anymore, you know? So basically everyone else is like, you know, picking up his mess now. Was it a mistake for you to enter the space? Now, not if you really enjoy it. If you enjoy it, then you are in exactly the right place. Are they custom made? Yes. Yes. I guess it depends on how custom you mean, but like, they're not like pre-made, they're not like, stock furniture, basically. Stare at the fishies? Yeah. Grumpy Pete. Grumpy Pete. What a cute fish. Grumpy Pete. Grumpy Pete. Okay, let's do one more and then write our... Or, I mean, I guess we could just start by rerunning and seeing... Seeing whether everything still works. Which it... doesn't seem to. Why does nothing happen when I click this? Am I not getting my channels? Ooh, just no channels. Oh my goodness, that's bad. Group channels, some. I mean, that's. Oh, I didn't run publish. I didn't run the thingy. I didn't run the thingy. That's why. So this needs to be group channels W refresh. And the moderators too. And then this one needs the flush for the others too. It has been an intense week and you're getting a little sleepy. Then I hope you sleep well. Time to see us. Ending with Ali, thank you for the raid. Hello. How are you doing? How was your stream? Deagle TG, thank you for the follow. Hello. How was your stream? Hi Ali. Hi Ali's friends. Hello, hello. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. We are currently embarking on a refactor to from dash map, which is a locking hash map basically, to fmap, or rather our own implementation of it, which is a lock-free, eventually consistent map, which is very cool. Because we're writing Rust, so it has to be blazingly fast. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. You're not understanding the syntax for function pointers at all. That's because they're not really pointers. Assuming you're talking about Rust. Behemoth, you said you enjoyed and you don't have other options with your life right now, so okay. If you enjoy, that's all I really need to know. You know, like as long as you... If you enjoy coding, if you are passionate about it, then... Coding is... Like, there's always gonna be a job for you. Good evening, Phoenix. Like, when writing Rust, try to never think in terms of pointers. I know it's hard because you're so used to it from C and everything else, but... Pointers are not, are basically always, like, unless you're doing unsafe code, you never want to think in terms of pointers. Wait, they are? Okay, well, I guess I'm eating my own words then. That's weird though that it calls it a function pointer. Are they really? Huh. I guess I'm wrong when it comes to this in particular. Can you see this? I'm eating my words. They're disgusting. Gross. Gross, wrong words. Yum. Yummy, wrong words. Read handle. Right handle. Toast Kitten. Nice name. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Don't need that here. And you become a last messages R, last messages W, evmap. You gotta follow people willing to eat their own words. Thank you. Hello, Robin. Oh, it needs to be moot. It needs to be moot. Oh, right, there's no entry. Okay, let's see. What do we have to do here? Why did we need to use entry here anyway? Just for the OR default, right? I think this is perfectly safe, actually. If we just do, oh no, writer last messages. Get, right? Get one. And wrap or default. Oh. Wait, why am I not... Huh? Okay, what? Huh? What do you mean? 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 This returns option of read guard, yeah. So why... Oh, because read guard doesn't have a default. Of course, JD. How you doing? But sure, oh, we can just do, can we just do, just deref it, right? Oh, we can't. That's a non-stupid way of doing this. SDRef? No. Oh, does it have to be double SDRef? Oh, it doesn't work. Oh. What if I deref here? Yeah, but that's kind of gross. Surely there's a better way of doing this. Okay, so this becomes writer, last messages, update. Message ID. Okay, now let's see how we can do this non-stupidly. So get one returns an option of a read guard. A read guard, unsurprisingly, does not have default. Glad to hear you're doing well, JD. Wait, what exactly are you trying to do, Roger? But this is a read guard of, like, if I was to unwrap this, this would be a read guard of U64, exactly. Hello, Linderin. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? So am I allowed to just do copied? I don't want to iter. As deref copied, unwrap, or default. That is gross. That is gross is what that is. But it works though, I think. And we still need it, still need to send it here. Which I don't think this one, yeah, this one no longer needs the state then. This one only needs the reader. State reader. And you turn into reader. Last messages get 1. I mean, same thing here, right? As deref copied. And exactly the same down here. You now take the reader. And you now take the reader. And you're unhappy because reader. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Does it really have to be as dref cop? That is so great. I cannot use copied here, right? No! No! That's so gross, though. And without this, it would be an option of U64. And without this, it would be an option of read guard. Oh, no. Oh, okay. And I can't do unwrap or default here because there's no default for the Hello, Wagon Tourist. This is some crazy stuff. Anything you'd like me to explain to you? I mean, surely it's easier to just do this, right? I mean, that does the same thing, because it's just a double deref. Oh, single deref even just. I guess this is easier than like the as deref other thing. I guess. Thank you, Robin. Map. I guess it's a little less horrible. Svelte has been good. I mean, I haven't been in the world of Svelte much. I've been mostly doing very fun back-end refactors. And we're about to embark on another one. Oh, the function pointer stuff, okay. An array of functions. Wait, how do we get into an array of functions? But yeah, I don't think there's a way around this deref. I mean, we can see... I don't think there's anything here that actually directly returns a U64. I don't think there's anything quite that smart. I mean, these are all unwraps. Yeah, we don't want any of these, I don't think. Yeah, I think this is our best guess. This map. Oh, a jump table. I guess it's not really something you would want to write manually though, right? Like, it makes sense for the compiler to use that as a tool, but if you use it manually, then it's probably kind of confusing. Okay, so... Are we at the point? No, I want to do a few more before we start writing custom data structures. Kind of a little scared of it, so I'm putting it off a little bit longer. how about we do a few of the user things here? Yeah, these two are easy. Since we're... Do we want to change how this is stored? Probably. We probably do want to actually switch to the enum, right? Think so. I think we finally want to use this enum that has been with us for so long. I think we finally want to use it. Pi Ace, thank you for the follow. How are you? I will implement a Facebook sign-in only authentication method to this platform. Why would I do that? Where does that thought even come from? That does sound evil. Okay, so all of these three go away. Oh wait, but then no. No, that can't work. Because we need to be able to get the user's friends. So storing it just like this can't work. Sorry, little enum. Let's start with just the actual friends. Simple enough. This one's actually simple. And I think this has to be like a two-way map. Hello, this username not exist. What's your question? A good build for gaming, which is budget. Is there a specific game you want to play? All AAA, all of them, every single one. I don't think you can do a lot with budget there. I mean, I guess if you're fine with playing on low settings. I mean, genuinely, if that is your budget and gaming is your top priority, much as it pains me to say it, get a console. I think if you specifically want to game on a budget, then I think a console is probably the way to go. Hello, Blossoming Petals, how are you? Because you're gonna be hard-pressed to make a machine that can run all AAA games for that price. I mean, you can get a Ryzen 9, sure, but that's gonna be like almost all of your budget, and then where do you get the GPU from? Like, I don't think you're gonna be able to run... I don't know, what's a recent AAA game? whatever on your CPU. So let user our user friends W fmap new. This is user friends W update. No. Insert. Source ID, target ID. This needs to be moved. And it needs to be a two-way mapping so we can actually easily get the friends of a user. I mean, maybe the Steam Deck. Steam Deck is a good suggestion, yeah. Hello, Armalis. No, the Steam Deck is a good suggestion. How's fmap treating me? We're about to replace it with our custom implementation, so... It's a good library, but it's just not dynamic enough for our purposes. So this becomes writer user friends insert source ID target ID, and this is vice versa. And we're going to base it on left-right, the concurrency primitive that fmap itself uses. Basically just a re-implementation of fmap, but with better support for single values and multi-values. Are the points here backed by gold? Yes. A one channel point is also 1 gold. User writer user friends remove. I guess so this okay. Okay, so this needs to be written differently then. So this needs to be written as writer user friends contains value source ID target ID. Okay. Armalis, I'm sorry, I have no idea what that means. You now need the reader too. Is 5700G a CPU or a GPU? What is an APU? GPU and CPU. So it's like a CPU with a better integrated GPU, basically. I don't know anything about that, so like I don't know how well it could run like newer games. Reader, user friends, get self ID. flatten. Oh, it needs to stay too. Okay. And so you now need the reader too. Here. Okay. And this is reader, user friends, get user ID, iter copied, collect. Huh? Hello? Why not? Oh, flatten! Flatten! That's the issue. There we go. Hello, Payne. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Okay, now about friend requests. I mean, we could still have 2 maps for it. Will that be better? Probably. Maybe. Not sure. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Jackie. You're so cute. Little Jackie. It's Jackie. Yeah, Intel kind of fell off hard. It's like they kind of swapped places until AMD did. How does a friend request stuff work right now? Oh, it doesn't do any checks. Oh, just, okay. Well, probably you should do a check that there's no pending friend request, right? Like, it should check that the user isn't already, like, you know, doesn't already have a pending friend request or is already friends with the user. Do we just need the outgoing and incoming still? I think so. I think anything else would just be a mistake. How is it progressing? Pretty well. The chat functionality pretty much all works. I've just been doing all sorts of refactors to make it a bit more performant, a bit more, I don't want to say production ready, but like bring it a bit closer to what it should be. It's just more money to consume more power and run worse. Yeah, that's the unfortunate truth. Yeah, I think we do want a two-way map here too. I mean, I guess either two maps or one map and... I mean, I guess we can still have one map. I guess... I guess the enum can kind of stay. But it needs to be like, I mean, I guess really all it needs, it doesn't even need to be an enum, right? It just needs to be a... kind of feel bad deleting this enum because it's been a warning for so long. But I guess really all it needs to be is... call it friendship or something? Or like, friend, I don't know what to call it, friend. Just call it friend, I don't know. UN user U64 and accepted. Cool. Well, it's not really relationship because there's different kinds of relationships between people. User friend. Let's do that. So if we put this into here. Lally lost. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate you. Platonic Connect. Ah, yes, the shallow copy thing, okay. Nicholas, man, thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well. Just for now, I will add evmap derive. And now I should be able to derive shallow copy for it. You have no idea how Rust works, but it looks cool. It is pretty cool. I'm happy to explain things to you. I mean, it's more that, I'm saying that calling it relationship would be confusing because there can also be like ignores and stuff like that, and like, you know, you can also just be in the same group that's also kind of relationship, so calling something relationship is just kind of a confusing term in the context of programming. What does a shallow copy macro do? It's just like an evmap specific thing. I will get rid of it soon. This is just to, this is just to, like, be able to write it like this for now. I don't even fully understand it, to be honest, so yeah. I'll have to understand it a lot more when we get into writing our own data structure. That's gonna be exciting. Okay, and so this here will then just be, we no longer need to manually type this, because we can just do user friend, user, accepted. And this is, whoa, why did this have the path in there? Okay, so this then turns into if source. Wait, no, it does need to be an enum. It does need to be an enum. Come back, enum. Come back to me. Of course it needs to be an enum. Because it needs to reflect whether it's the own user who sent the friend request or the other user. Yeah, it is very confusing, Roger. Status. Friend status. So you also need to derive partial egg hash. Shallow copy is a normal copy if the type is copy, and an unsafe mem copy if the type isn't. Okay. Thank you for summing that up, Armalis. Let's call this outgoing request, incoming request, and accepted. Status accepted, question mark. Oh, right. No ternaries in Rust, whoopsie. Friend status accepted, else friend status outgoing request. And this is incoming. No, I think copy is auto-implemented. Copy itself is auto-implemented, I'm almost certain. Or am I wrong? Do you have to derive copy? Maybe I'm wrong. You do? What if I derive copy then? Well, it's not good enough for it. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna keep using this anyway. Correct. Derive is a macro that generates the implementations. That's a valid way of putting it, I would say. And then status equal writer user friends get one source ID. If matches, thank you, Lily. Can I do this here because it's like a read guard? Maybe not, we'll see. Some user, oh wait, no, friend. Yaki, thank you for the follow, how are you? do I just map here? Well, let's see whether map does what it wanted to. Static. Oh wait. Wait. Wait, what am I doing? No, this can't work. Paris, thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well. Wait, no, this is completely wrong. This can't work at all. Because it needs to get by the... It would have to be like a nested map or something. Okay, so we can't have this. Okay, I will be right back, and then I will... I'll do something. I'll do something. BRB. Hello, I'm back. Hi Maury, how are you doing? You're kind of new to Rust. Can I teach you personally? What would you like me to teach you? Okay, so we either can go back to having the 3 maps we had before. Before we do that, let's look a bit into what would have to go into moving over, for instance. This here. This here is basically a nested map. Which is kind of the same thing, the same situation we have here, is for every value Yeah, it's like a nested map, yeah. And I don't think this is something that EvMap could provide out of the box. So I think this is where we're gonna have to start writing our own. A vector? That sounds horrible. I don't think I want to use a vector for that. I want to start writing my own first. I think we can find something better than having to use a vector. Let's end the friendship with EvMap and make left-right our new best friend. I'll have it open somewhere. Why the hate for Vec? Inefficient. Did I finish yet? Finish what? Hello, IHQ. Yeah, but that's the thing, Urmalis, you cannot have a set. You cannot have a nested map or a nested set in EvMap. That's the whole point. Would I mind giving you a short explanation of what left-right is? It is a primitive that was extracted out of EvMap. I think I was actually the one who... Actually, I might not have been the one who extracted it out, but it was definitely the reason why it was extracted out way back when. Which is basically a way to write something like EvMap without being constrained by the limitations of this one. That's not to say that EvMap is a bad library, it is just general purpose, and our purposes are not general. I don't think I know enough about GeoGuessr to know what that means, IHQ. But you said you dominated, so nice work. Oh, he made a video of himself creating it? That's cute. I should reach out to him. I hope he's doing well. You end up on Google Maps Street View anywhere in the entire world and you have 2 minutes to figure out where in the world you are. I would be so bad at that. I would be actually completely useless at that. Really? You got it down to single town or city all 5 times. No, I'm horrible at geography. Completely horrible. Yeah, I'm starting to understand how this works. It gives you a writer or reader. That's fine. Oh, you're allowed to look stuff up, okay. Well, what do you even Google for? Ah. So this has an append. Okay, I see now. This has an append. Okay. Oh, you look for business names. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. Okay, I'm understanding everything we've read so far. Sync with. Okay. That we'll have to still look at. These two I don't understand yet. That makes a lot of sense. Alright, let's see whether we can write. Let's start simple. Let's start simple by writing a map for a single value. Let's make a map RS. Do cargo add left right. And honestly, I'm just gonna copy this here. Just to start with. Remove all of the comments. We don't need comments. Just to have like some code to begin with. Okay, so we basically want to... What is our underlying value type? Is it just a hash map? Probably, right? I think the underlying value type of the F map is also a hash map, I believe. I believe so. Oh yeah, okay. But unless you need like indexed stuff, it's a hash map, yes. Why would we want a vector of hash maps? Wouldn't the vector defeat the purpose of the hash maps? How does he type the right handle here, by the way? Does he make his own... Is this a left-right handle, or... No. Okay, so he does a rapid. Okay, I figured. Thinking about this, about what type needs. I know it's the collection type, but we need like let's just start with hash map for now. Let's keep it simple and start with hash map. Hash map. Can impl have arguments? Oh yeah, it can. Okay. And so our omps are... I mean, just insert and delete, right? Enum operation and I think we need the key here too, yeah. Remove K. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So let's look at the documentation for absorb too. We don't need clear. Not for our purposes. If this was like a general purpose library to release, then yes, of course, clear would be important, but for our purposes, we don't need clear. So let's look at absorb. There's more documentation here. For basically all of the data that composes the state of the application. So you see like this entire state module here, all of this basically, so like all of the users, the groups, which users are in which groups, which channels belong to which groups, all of the state keeping the application needs at runtime basically. Hello, Paris. I'm working on a chat server in Rust. I think it's been a bit over a month now that I've been working on it. The idea of the project was really just to have something to get to do Rust again, and specifically we are writing a custom data structure right now to bag our state. Is it overkill? Of course, but it's fun. And we're using the concurrency primitive left-right, which is what fmap also uses, but fmap was a bit too... not dynamic enough for us. It is complex, but I'm happy to explain anything to you. Okay, I don't think we will need to implement absorb second. I don't think we need this one either. I sync with is interesting. But for now, let's just do operation KV, because this really just needs to be match operation. I don't see that next to your username, Paris. Oh, you mean on the screen? That's just the follower goal. I thought you meant in chat. No, that's like on the overlay, that's the follower goal. Thank you. You're cute. And so this then just becomes insert, right? Not insert? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Wait, wasn't there something where like hash map can't be where hash map can't do insert if Erifemirarslatork. I butchered that so horribly, I'm sure. I'm sorry, I don't know how that's pronounced. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. The traces on your third touchscreen layer died again just now, and you're supposed to have the prototype done by tomorrow. Oh no. Why do they keep dying? A woman making a Discord clone and coding? This is the most rarest girl in the world. Hello, Queen of Ozempic. How are you? How can you make a Discord clone without coding, though? Doesn't one imply the other? The cable is apparently the most finicky in the world. Oh no. Self-remove key. Oh, yeah, okay. So, can I put the where here? K hash and ek plus. Okay, and so let's just do clone for now. Let's just do clone for now. We definitely know what to have to clone here, but just to keep it simple for now. What motivated me to make a Discord clone? Well, the whole Discord clone thing is really just an easy way to sum it up. I don't care about Discord. It's really just a distributed chat server is a really good fit for Rust, and specifically I was doing a project somewhat similar to this for a company a couple of years ago in Rust, and it was like probably the most fun project I ever worked on, and things with that company kind of ended up going away, and so that project never got finished, and so now I'm basically doing my own version of it. You're just going to end up hoping your hack job calibration script will work fine for calibrating a working one when you send it over to your client. Makes sense. Yeah, this is where shallow copy would come in, exactly. But I'm just gonna keep it to clone for now, just to keep it simple. Because I just want something that works and then make it progressively more complex. Right, so what do we need in sync with? Sync the data from first into self. It's making that horrible sound. Something is like beeping. What is that? Who's doing that? Terrible. Outside? I don't think it's outside. What is that? Was my freaking empty bottle of sparkling water. Yeah, I think this is just a clone, you're right, yeah. So this is just a first clone. Yeah. It was like, making this really... Because there was like an excess of pressure in there, so it was like, you know, making like some high-pitched sound basically. I think so. Yeah, I think it's gone now. So it wasn't like beeping, it was just like, you know, making a sound as the air was escaping it. Call this insert. It's loud. And so call this, call it, single map. So this also needs to be generic then. Is the first one the value yeah, so this needs to be hash map kv operation kv. Oh yeah, hash ec clone clone. Okay, good. What do you mean lol nerd? Why am I being lol nerded? You lol nerd. What did I do to deserve a lol nerd? I am. I'm writing a data structure. And I stand by everything I've said about data structures. Thank you for being here, Payne. I appreciate you. Make a collection struct? Ugh. Why would it be fewer generics that way? You'd still have to specify the key value constraints, no? Oh, this is the writer, right? Let's call it single writer and multi-writer. Yes, this also needs KV. I don't think so, because you still need to, Also, I can just do that here, I think, right? Am I allowed to do that? Yeah, I am. I think. No, but the impulse still needs to fulfill the... I don't think so, Armalis. Because the impulse still needs the generics. So this becomes insert key k value v. Oh, append. Oh, associated types. I don't think I've used associated types yet since returning to Rust. Why can't I? Oh, I don't even need this, right? Yeah. Hold on, I'll finish writing this and then I'll look into what you're saying, Armalis. And so then we also want remove. And dot zero here refers to the first struct element, sorry, the first tuple element, because this is a tuple struct. So this zero here refers to this one here. Because this is basically a named tuple. Aww, I think Daisy's sleeping. Aww. Look, I think Daisy's sleeping. She's so... Oh, she woke up. She's so cute. She was completely still. Thank you, Paris. I'm gonna have to get something to drink in just a moment. I'm all out. And let's make a flush too. I think it was called flush. Yeah. How long do they sleep a day? I don't actually know. I should know that, but I don't know. I do know it's important for them because they don't have eyelids to be given, you know, let's say 8 hours of uninterrupted darkness. No, they just sleep by, like, you know, they just fall asleep, you know? They, like dogs kind of, how they sleep like multiple times a day, whenever they get a chance. And so then we want like a FN single map kit. We just copy over these again. Single writer, and this becomes a single reader, which wraps a read handle of it wraps a read handle of the... Okay, so this also needs the trait bounds again. And then... I mean, is there even a reason not to just return a... I mean, why not just make it dereffable? Hold on, I want to see whether... Okay, I'm gonna get something to drink, and then I'm gonna see whether this can just be a deref. BRB. Oh no, hello, I'm sorry, I was AFK. Hello. A4 Digital, thank you for the raid. Hi raiders, I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Hello, hello. Hello VN Jiris, hello Juan Cruz, hello Tavir, hello M Sanchez. How are you doing? Hello, hello. Let me give you a shout out. How was your stream? Hello Elfruli, hello Phosphorus. Fernando Jose Moran, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. How are you all doing? I'm Maya. We're doing a bit of crazy Rust coding right now. Phosphorus, thank you for the follow. I need to drink something. That's why I was AFK, getting something to drink. Hello, Migu. Yeah, we coding in Rust. How was your stream, A4? Ooh, she was learning something about Rust. What was she doing? Without drinking, Rust doesn't work exactly. You gotta add water. You were learning Rust, you didn't understand much. Is there anything you would like me to explain to you? I'm always happy to teach things. Alright, so I was wondering why this couldn't just be deref, and Armalis, you said because enter, but can't we just put the enter in the deref implementation? When should you use pointers in Rust? Probably never. Unless you're doing unsafe, you never want to use pointers. Yeah, I was thinking you could return the read guard. Map the read guard to, I mean, that's basically it, right? Like, why not? So we don't even need, like, this, because this derefs anyway. I'm gonna try just not having a... I'm gonna try just returning the read handle. Carpe diem, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Hash... What? KV? What are you doing? KV... Read handle... Hash map... KV... writer reader equals left right new return single writer not return reader. All right. She said it was funny, but she's gonna keep doing things with her stack. That's fair. What is her stack? You like Rust, but it's difficult? Oh, it is. It is. Rust is, well, basically, Rust is something you would only use when things are already difficult, in short. Can I? I can't. I will keep the incoming and outgoing friend requests here for now, just to be able to not have a million errors. Let me undo a few more of these changes. Here, and this then just becomes... What does this become? This becomes user friends W insert source ID target ID, and this is just vice versa. It becomes to do. If a writer user, no, this is just this stays the same. Do we have a working build right now? We do, good. Where am I from? I'm from Austria. How about you, Fernando? TypeScript and some frameworks like Astro, Next, React. Oh boy, React. So let's try switching over. I guess we can just do for now type single reader and just alias it. Hi and bye to you too, Artistan. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you sleep well. That's cute. Okay, so the single map should be easy enough to replace. So you become single. Oh, is it not public? Is it not used? Hello? Oh, this needs to be a pub type and a pub struct. And this also needs to be pub. So you are now single reader. You are single writer. Yeah, sounds correct, yeah. And then the last messages thing becomes... What did I call this? Single map. VNGers, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Or you know what? Let's call this single, so we can do map single, and then we can import this. Yeah, I appreciate that, VNGers. Read. Okay, and you're unhappy now because, oh, mutable, of course. It needs to be mute. No, refresh. Is it not called refresh? Okay, no, we actually want flush now. Because I'm assuming that the bug does not... Yeah, okay. So the bug does not exist. Like the fmap bug does not exist here. So we should just be able to call flush here if we just do writer flush. Welcome back, Behemoth. While you were gone, we were finishing up our initial implementation of our single map structure. How's the Rust world today? It's good, thank you for asking. How many hours? I haven't been keeping track. I'm just having fun, you know, so I'm not keeping track at all. How about we just do reader last messages? Can I deref like this? Am I allowed to do that? No. Okay. What am I allowed to do here? Enter. Let me look at the documentation for the read handle. But yeah, I'm not really like tracking hours or anything like that. I'm just having fun with it, you know, like I'm doing this specifically so I get to write some Rust again. It's like the point of the project. So enter returns an option for a read guard. If the right handle has been dropped, this function returns none. So if I was to do enter unwrap, Zardas, thank you for the follow. How are you? Weren't you already following? Am I misremembering that? Anyway, thank you for the follow. I hope you're doing well. And then this is just an insert again. Yeah. So we could be stupid about it. I want to see whether we can be stupid about it. How does deref work? Yeah, they are my fishies. Look at the fishies. Look, it's Grumpy Pete. Look, come here, Grumpy Pete. Grumpy Pete. Hello, Grumpy Pete. Oh, you're so excited. You're so cute. I love my Grumpy Pete. You're so cute. And there's Stiggies. And there's Jackie. And there's Eliella. And there's Buttercup and Albert somewhere too. He's back there. I love them so much. Ask me again in English, Zardas. Making enter return an option was a mistake. I agree. I think it should panic. Okay, so if I do impl deref, how you doing, Zardas? Impl kv deref for single reader. Okay, this is gonna be terrible. I'm just saying that right now. This is gonna be terrible, but I want to know whether it works. Can I do self enter unwrap? Can I do this? No. But I can just return the read guard, right? I can deref to a read guard. Which then further derefs to the hash map. Missing lifetime specifier. Interesting. The read guard itself is deref, yes, correct. What kind of compliment would you like, Lily? But yeah, so I do still do Ruby for work. But, you know, I would never do Ruby in my free time. You know, I'm not crazy. Only traits to find... What? Oh, what? Huh? What do you mean? It's not arbitrary. What do you mean it's not arbitrary? How is it arbitrary? Oh, I need to wrap it. I need to wrap... Okay, so now we do need to wrap it. Now we do need to wrap it. So what we want to do is we want to do, we want to make this this thing. Struct. Yeah. Now this is happy. This needs a it needs a lifetime. Can I define the lifetime here? You're having troubles understanding the code? That's because it's crazy and stupid. If this works out at all, I will explain it to you. I'm doing something absolutely dumb, so just, let's see whether anything, So read... Oh, why FMAP? Why did you import that one? No wonder that can't work. Okay, well, it still can't work, but, unconstrained lifetime parameter. How you doing, TVSR? I hope you're doing well. So this is complaining about... Oh, this needs a reference. Or borrow. Can this work? I don't think this can work, can it? Like, I don't think DREF is allowed to create anything. I'm feeling a bit scared in regards to hallucinations and stuff, more so on the end of people thinking negative things about you due to them. Have they been, like, bad, or...? You have 5 kitties with you? Aww. I am an idol, yeah, I am. Docker fixes critical desktop flaw, allowing container escapes. That is a random sequence of words to me. Like, I'm not allowed to return a borrow here, right? Yeah, exactly, yeah. I don't think even... No, I don't think it would be possible to... Because this creates a... Wait, no, I can. So this has to return a borrow. Constrain self to A? They've been somewhat a bit more frequent recently. You think maybe due to feeling a bit stressed, but you've been working on that too? I mean, I have like so many like smart coder compliments to give you, but I feel like that wouldn't be like what you need right now. I mean, one thing I can tell you, one thing you know, but one thing that might be good for you to hear right now is that you have literally overcome so much worse than this right now, both in general and also specifically in a mental health perspective. And so whatever you're like facing right now is just like you say yourself, just like a result of stress. And, you know, stress is like just about the hardest thing to deal with. So it's no surprise that if you're under a lot of stress right now, that would cause those issues to flare up. Hello 6DBW, how are you? Enter returns a read guard, and I was wondering whether it would be possible for the read handle to basically transparently deref to the hash map itself. But I think it might not be possible. It would have been convenient if it worked, but I guess there's a reason why it isn't not like that by default. What does transmute the lifetime mean? Amateur tech, okay. Let's do a cargo bill. Let's let cargo tell us more. This doesn't matter. Here. Required by this bound. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, I forgot what I did since last time, Lily. Ah, yes. Instant undefined behavior. I don't think this is going to be possible, 60BW. This is like just... I knew going into this that I was doing something stupid. I was just wondering whether it was going to be possible. Yeah, like, I'm not trying, I know you didn't take it that way, but like, I'm also not trying to say that, oh, it could be worse. It's been worse before, so like, at least be glad that it's not worse now. Like, it doesn't mean that things now don't suck, but like, all I'm trying to say is that, like, you know, remember you're strong enough. Exactly, you can't do that because the guard needs to be held, yeah. Hello, fellow Waleed, how are you? Yeah, that's true. I don't think there's any... Again, I do not think this is gonna be possible. I'm purely doing this for like just learning, understanding things about Rust and stuff like that. The problem is, the Rust compiler is really good at reminding you when you're being stupid. Okay, there's raw handle, but this is not safe. Okay. Oh, thank you, fellow Waleed. What would be the benefit of having a deref impl? To basically just be able to say, to use the reader kind of like a hash map directly, basically. Which last line, Beef? To basically have like the enter happen transparently. There is a way, but it would need a macro. Yeah. But you know, like, Doing this would be problematic in all sorts of ways. I was just wondering whether it would be possible. Surely the answer is to put a deref here, which will balance out this borrow here. Right. I mean, it's entirely possible to just implement, like, get on this. Like, it would be totally fine to just implement get. I was just wondering whether it would be, like, you know, possible to, like, basically have the read guard happen transparently. Like, I can literally just do this. Like, this is completely fine. And then we just need to like a map or something, right? Flat map. Yeah, this is literally it. No method found. Oh yeah, this is right. This needs to be the unwrap, right? Then it says read guard is not an. I would just get here, right? I don't. Oh, this needs to return a read guard. Right, so this needs to return the read guard now. Wait, but doesn't the read guard have like a map or something? It does. Why does that not work then? Oh, it needs to be used as a read guard map. Okay. What? Do we want an option? Let's just do a read guard option, right? I don't think this is how we want to do it, but... Why does it expect a... What? No, but it has to be right. Does this have to be the... Mismatch types. I don't fully understand it yet. Do I have to manually specify the lifetime? No. That doesn't make a difference either. Let's do another cargo belt that tends to have better errors. Oh, it's read guard. Not for this, no. Not after mapping. Where's the actual error message I'm looking here? Here, mismatch types, expected, okay, found. Also, then why does this not work either? Why do you want it to be a Boro? Of course you need map. How else are you gonna return a read guard? No, I don't want to return an owned value. Cloning on every get would be super stupid. How about we use the try map thing? That sounds useful. Try map. That looks good. That looks good. That looks very good. So this turns into get, and it's happy. This turns into get, and it's also happy. Okay, this now needs to derive clone. And I think we're happy. We are happy. Okay, we're happy. Good. We are so very happy. Alright, that's good. That's very good. And I think the whole deref thing is just not going to be possible. Because I don't think there's any way to create something in it like that. How would that even work? How would that even work? But yeah, I don't think the deref thing is gonna be possible. Assigning the result of clone may... What? Let's add this. Assigning the result of clone may be inefficient. You agree the deref thing is not possible? Honestly, probably shouldn't be. I was kind of like doing it out of curiosity. Not because we should, but because we wanted to know whether we could, you know? A clone from, okay. Okay. Do we want that? Share resources? That sounds very bad. I think in this case we specifically want the clone. I don't think we want the clone from. It does the same thing. Okay. No, because it says something about like reusing resources. But I guess if it's like safe, then that's fine. Okay, thank you. I'm still thinking about the DRAM a little bit. I know I'm not supposed to. No, I'm not supposed to. But I wanna. I'm thinking whether there's a way to do it better. But I don't think so. I think it would be completely horrible if it was possible, probably. I mean, it's not a lock, though. It is not a lock. Oh yeah, so I think that's the easy part at least done. So the single value map is done. Now we need a multi-value map. Let's start with a... Wow, you unhappy. Should be... Okay. Sure. I don't think that's better. Build hasher. Sure. Are you happy now? You have even more hardware malfunctioning? I'm sorry, Robin. I killed the bug with a nuke? Yeah, it is. It is John's crate, and if I remember correctly, we actually came up with the extraction of left-right together many years ago, because I was doing something rather similar to this for the previous, like for the chat server I was doing for a company at a time. And so like way back then I like contributed a bunch to fmap. I think I wrote fmap derive, and I think together we came up with extracting out left-right. It was years ago, so I don't remember exactly, but something like that is what happened. And so I guess we also want a multi-map. This becomes a single operation. And then we just copy this and we do Basically replace every single with multi. And operation 2. That's the wrong place. Here. But yeah, it's kind of a log, yeah. So this is insert and remove like this, yeah. Let's do remove value and remove. Screw the hasher thing for now. We can do that later. We also definitely want to make it so we don't have to clone here, but that will come after this. Why am I getting 2 borrows? Self. I'm getting the other one too. Wow. Okay. So this is now a hash map of a hash set. Insert becomes entry key clone, or default insert value. Why are you unhappy? Ek clone. Hash ek clone. I have to list them in the same order. There's just no way. Thank you. Okay. This is key value self get key clone if let's set equals this. Whoa, how did I end up here? Set remove value. It's time I implement absorb second to avoid another bunch of clones. Do I not have to clone then? Well, I shall think about it. I have to get moot here, right? Yeah. Oh, absorb second takes you out by ownership. Interesting. A note-taking system. What do you mean? Like in this application? Or... Oh, so an absorb second you don't have to clone. Interesting. So that's like what it's for, basically. Do I take notes? Not really ever. No, not really ever. Maybe it doesn't need to be... Okay. Okay. No, I'm not like a note-taking person, really. So you are now hash ek clone, and the right handle is now a hash set. Yeah. Okay. A lot of walnuts? You gotta explain that one, Zardas. Why do I eat walnuts? Hash egg clone. This is how. Oh, everything's happy now. Okay. So we need remove and remove value. Value V. And then we have multi. No, I do forget it sometimes. I just don't have a problem with looking stuff up twice. I guess that's really it for me. Like, I find it more convenient to look up stuff again when I need it than to, like, take some notes in a separate place that, like, may or may not be complete, you know? Because it's not like the information on the internet is gonna go away, you know? So, like, if I can Google something once, I can Google it twice. Oh. That's a good idea, Armalis. Thank you.
I heard the sound of children playing. I saw the laughter in their eyes.
So do we actually need the explicit lifetime here? No, we don't. Okay. So just get is a I mean, just get returns a guard to the hash set, right? And you're unhappy because... Why? Oh, multi-reader, read handle, hash set. Yeah, good. What do you mean by cutting the red cable? You say that, but then trying to use an old library which no longer has documentation, the site is dead. I mean, sure, but then you're not gonna have notes about it either, right? So now we can move over all of these to be multi-writers, which should be largely drop-in replacements. I say as the errors start piling up. Oh, of course, because yeah. Okay, so start by doing map multi. Switch these two around because I guess at some point he decided to put the writer first, which I don't really know why, but that's fine. Here, you are map multi. And we have one more, I think. Friends. Okay, we don't need any of these anymore, which is good. That's simpler. I guess you would more commonly remove, I guess let's match the existing API here and make remove take a value and call this, I guess, remove key or remove all. You thought again about the 3-map idea for a multi-writer F-map. There may be a way to make it work on paper. But like it would only be 2, not multi-writers, but 2 writers, right? Lily, what's up? I shall look soon. You're unhappy because... Ah, interesting. Why not? Iterator is not why not? Is there like some custom implementation for iterator here on the read guard? No. You feel better about it after pushing through it and just talking to your GF about it and stuff? Nice. I'm proud of you. That is very good. I'm very happy to hear that. Okay, so it seems that iter flatten is now not working. I will look at what you posted, Lily, and then debug that. What am I looking at? That looks crazy. Why does it look like that? Why can't it look normal? What is on my screen right now? The first type, think of it literally as a Rust enum. So enum is called data. Okay. And then we're doing, this is I guess a match or something? No, this is a function. Huh? Why would it look like that? That is so weird. Why does it say just? What is a BF interpreter? Just, okay. Just a sum, okay. And I guess maybe is option. And so I guess this is another function that takes a function as a parameter and returns. Why does it have 2 returns? It's all lazy, okay. Oh, it returns a function. Oh, you should definitely have to put this into parentheses then. That is so confusing. Okay, and then I don't know what that means. This here means nothing to me. What is that supposed to mean? Wait, does that just create an array? Wait, but the input is a function. How can the input be an array if the input is a function? Oh, is the fn here the function it returns? Okay, it's as if the list is empty, just returns an empty list. Okay. Okay, okay. Dude, that syntax is strange. Are you saying Haskell is a whitespace aware language? Does Haskell have... Get this shit off my screen! Get this off my screen right now! I can't believe people were trying to sneak a whitespace aware language under my nose. Unbelievable. Syntactic whitespace is horrible, like you said, yeah. Yes, this returns a read guard, yeah. No, when Python does it, it's definitely not cool. When Python does it, it's even more disgusting. Oh yeah, I get that. I get that for sure. No, the learning part of it is like actually interesting, but the whitespace part, no. Oh, does this implement... Wait, why was it into iterator? Oh, into iterator for borrow. Interesting. Do I have to implement something like this too then? Is this normal to do into iterator on a borrow? I don't have this type. I don't have this type. This is just, I'm just looking at evmap, which I'm not using anymore. That's quite normal, really. Hello, booty. Oh, does it really? Okay, thank you for telling me 60 BW. I guess it makes sense, yeah. Yeah, because you're, in a sense, consuming the borrow to make an iterator, yeah. Okay, so this isn't happy because... Would we, in theory, be able to write this, Okay. Thank you, 60BW. So, let's see, would it work in theory to do flat map? Okay, yeah, it seems to be okay with that. But so why does flatten not work? If it's basically a borrow of a... Because this read guard in evmap doesn't implement iterator thingy either, right? Yeah, it doesn't. No, because the initial flatten makes it so you don't get a... Like, I'm flattening away an option here. And so I don't get an option in the in the filter map. So this returns a read guard of hash set, and I'm sure that hash set implements this. Oh my god, stop giving me stuff that isn't Rust. Now here, right, into iterator. It implements it exactly like you said. What's the error? The error is... Method cannot be called due to unsatisfied trait bounds. No, that's the wrong one. This one. It's like non-dereffing it for some reason. But like they both have deref, right? It has to have deref. Yeah, it does. What type does iter return? Of what? Like iter called on what? You mean this one here? Let's see. Let's step through it. This is an option. This is a read guard. And then I can call flatten on it. Let's change it back to a read handle, read guard. Yeah, read handle. It's also an iter of read guard. Yeah, it's the same thing. So why can I flatten that one but not mine? Am I calling the flatten method? I think I'm calling. I mean, probably, I don't know. Hopefully. I mean, it's in core, so I think so. I don't know why it doesn't deref. What if I manually deref? What happens then? So if I do it this manually, that works. Can I, like, just somehow do, can I do into iter? Cannot move. What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, but that's fine. It's fine for it to consume the guard. I mean, like, why does it work in with evmap's read handle but not with mine? Oh, it has an into iterator. And this one, that's the issue. This read guard has an into iterator, and this one does not. That is the problem. That is the problem. That is, in fact, the problem. So that's what, so I guess we need like a custom read guard then. That kind of sucks though. Plan, thank you for the follow, I hope you're doing well. Because I can't just implement into iterator for this you're not allowed to implement traits for... I can't do like a deref anything here. You can implement your own into iter on that type with an extension trait. Can I then use it like this? Extension trait. Oh, okay. I've seen it before with like StreamX and stuff like that, and FutureSext. But I don't think you can, like that, implement into iter on it, no? Yeah, I don't think you can implement into iterator on it with that. I guess this is why fmap defines its own read guard wrapping it. But then you can't use flatten on it. Like, that defeats the purpose, Armalis, and you can't use flatten on it. I think we're gonna need, like, a custom read guard. So, like, struct multi-read guard, which just wraps a read guard for hash set v. And then you can impl into iter for multi-read guard. Item is v. This is just self zero iter. And then this is just, can I somehow just get this, like, from the hash set? No, right? No. I guess we need to change that? That is it, yeah. So we need to do, does this need to be? STD, all of this, yeah. Can I do into iter here? No, I'm not allowed to do that, right? No, like. Oh, How do they do it here again? And can I just type it to this lifetime and... Okay, this is happy, and you become iter. And it... Oh, I was so close to saying it works. Wait, why is it owned by the... What? Why is it owned by the function? How do they do this? No, they do into Iteru. Okay, unfortunately, I do have to stop for now because it's getting late, but we will figure this out next time. I probably won't stream tomorrow because I have to be up early on Saturday to finish up this room, but I will definitely be streaming on at least one of the 2 days on the weekend, and so I hope to see you then. Thank you all so much for your company. Thank you for being here. Rust is so much fun, and I'm very grateful I get to talk to you while we have fun with Rust. If you haven't yet, I would appreciate you leaving a follow so we can chat again next time. And make sure to check out some of these links. Join the Discord, follow me on YouTube. Click them all, ideally. And let me know if you have a preferred rate target. Thank you. Whom shall we raid? Whom shall we raid? So many options. Who's this? Oh, that person doesn't speak English. Sure, of course 6dBW. Who's that? Sure, we can rate the person you suggested. A complete map of the Rust type system, my goodness. Whoa, that was crazy. Looks like the frickin', what's it called? The thingy, you know what, periodic table. Okay, love you all, friends. I will see you again this weekend. Let's put it that way. Definitely will be around on at least one of the 3 coming days, and I will let you know. Have a great rest of your night. Be well until we meet again. Bye-bye!